Oh, yeah. Sunday School Show. Still authentic right here with my brother Cookster. A beautiful Sunday right here on this West Coast Sunday, man. It was kind of sunshiny. We had a little bit of rain in
Bengals.
Southern California. Hey, the Bengals. Wait a minute. No. It's too early. Kansas City just did a field goal.
Did they?
Factually, it's 23-20.
Fourth
It looks
quarter?
like Patrick Mahomes. 3 seconds left.
Oh, it's too late, dude.
It's too late. They're not coming back. So it looks like it's going to be Kansas City versus the Eagles.
Well, how far is how many timeouts do they have?
Let me see. Actually, shoot, I don't know. That's a good one, man.
I mean, if they have timeouts and they have the reception, they'll be probably making some plays and make timeouts, you know?
It makes me feel like missing John Madden. You know? No, it's over.
It's over?
It's a done dealy. The Kansas City
the
Chiefs versus the Philadelphia
I think
Eagles.
it's going to be the Eagles taking it all.
The Eagles are actually going to, I think so too, man.
Yeah, condolences to the Niner fans out there.
The
All the
49ers.
the
What is it,
Southern
bang, bang?
California Niner fans.
Hey, they have a big
they have a
fan
big-
base.
Yes, they do. A huge, as big as the Raiders, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
That could be as big.
nah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Bang, bang, Niner gang, homie.
Down here,
Yeah. They have a big fan base.
I think it goes
When they go
fan
play the
base,
Rams
it
at
goes
SoFi,
Raiders,
they outnumber
Cowboys, Rams,
the
49ers.
yeah.
That's my hierarchy. It goes Raiders,
I love
Cowboys.
Raiders.
Rams, 49ers. Yeah. Oh, who's this? Oh,
I don't know.
We
Who
gotta.
was that?
No, it's over here. It's Alexa. No, it's
that
Alexa.
Oh,
Alexa, I hate
man.
you.
That was Alexa. Dang, that's creepy.
Hey,
bro.
I wasn't even asking her.
I think you asked it in the form of a question, can
Wait a minute. I said, all right, we'll rewind the tape. We'll have Caesar rewind the tape later. But now, man, so the big game is set up. I don't know. Are we big enough to actually not be able to say the actual proper pronunciation for it?
For what?
The big game.
Oh, the big game.
The big game.
The big game.
We
You
can't
can say
it.
that.
We
Well,
can't say it. Are we big enough where they're gonna take notice? Sunday School Show. We banged them hits.
I don't know, bro. It could be. It depends, brother. It depends, you know. So,
Yeah.
it's gonna be the big game, February 12th at Arizona. So it's gonna be between the Birds and the Birds and the
The Birds and the wait a minute.
hierarchy
What are
of-
the Chiefs? Hey, why wasn't there? Okay, they made. Well, we got the right guest to ask that question.
right.
We do have Buxaburn in the building. We will
In
be
the
asking
building.
him because they did change. They made the Washington Redskins change their name to the Washington Football.
The Commanders
The
now.
Commanders now. Yes, the Commanders. They're
And
the
then
Commanders now.
Cleveland changed their names to Guardians.
The Guardians. That's dope though.
But they kept it
I like
within
the
the
G.
city, the history of the city.
dude,
So
that-
there's a history to that too.
The Cleveland Guardians have a dope hat. They have a dope logo, but I know it's bigger than the logo.
Yeah, I like the letters. You know, I think they try to keep it almost similar to what their previous
Yeah,
fonts were. So
So
legit.
one of my favorite movies was Major League.
Oh yeah, with
Charlie Sheen.
Winning.
Yeah, it was Charlie Sheen, right?
Yeah, Charlie Sheen.
Before the
dude.
Tiger
That was
Blood.
a funny movie. I think one of the best baseball movies out there. I remember when I watched that. I rented it on VHS for $1.
For a
Home video,
buck.
baby.
Home
That first,
video.
First street right there, food for less.
I would go to the one in the hood, the one right across
First,
from.
next door to food for less. I used to rent movies.
No.
Where?
The one I would go to was
Ah,
right
don't tell
across
me.
from the Metate.
Yes,
With the-
right there
the-
on
the
a Cedar
Japanese guy.
and First by the laundromats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where
I used to
would
rent
go,
there
man.
too. No, well, actually, I didn't have membership, but I remember, we used to go there and rent
You weren't
movies.
a member? You remember?
I remember home video
That place turned into what did it turn right after?
into some pagers, cell
yeah,
phones.
the beeper. That's
I
where I
think
got
Big
my
Boy
first.
was there.
Big Boy. Remember
Yeah,
they
he was there.
cut out
Big-
his tooth,
Yeah,
and then he was laughing at it because they painted. You guys got to get this visual. They painted Big Boy, and he had a big face and his beautiful big smile.
hey, well, this was before or after
It was
gastric bypass?
before.
It was
he
before
was still big.
He was
big boy.
funny, bro, back in the day.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah, like back in
salute to
'96, bro.
boy,
The
man.
Icky Ficky mix and everything was dope, dude.
I did Skool.
Yeah.
I
He did
did
Skool because of
Skool.
that.
I did
I
Skool.
just heard it through the street, dude. Oh, Big Boy's gonna be there in the corner.
Dude.
I was so skeptical, because people be saying things that they see things, and I was like, nah, he's not
I
gonna
was
be
there.
there. You were
Slapped
there.
hands with him. No, so
Oh, you know who was at Foo for List? Roberto Duran, dude.
Roberto. Oh, that's
He
dope.
was there. He was
Yeah.
signing autographs with. Shouts out to Cab and Fo. He was there with us. He came in an Aerostar.
And hell
And
yeah.
little Aerostar
Yeah,
minivans?
Yeah, that was one of my first minivans that I ever had.
Yeah.
When,
And he came in
my
one of
9
those.
9 to
and
5.
He was a little bit overweight at the time, and he was just cool, man. Just
Yeah.
signing autographs, being
That's what's up, man.
being the people's man.
My homeboys, they see a lot of Fernando Vargas.
Oh, Fernando, yeah,
they run
he's
into him a lot.
Yeah, so he's raising his kids, and he has 3 boys, I think, and a couple of them are boxers now. So
Yeah.
He's doing his thing.
He's doing his thing. We got freaking. I was gonna say, go ahead, Buxa. Big boy, we did Skool, and we did Skool, and we ended up going to. Remember, Carl's Jr. had this mobile chain broiler where they would make the burgers, and they would go to your company. They would go to their video. They would make the charbroiled burgers, and they had Big Boy. And I actually did Skool when I was in high school. Century High School. Shouts out to Century High School. I did Skool to go over there and get some burgers. This was when he had the Sean Juan or one of his homeboy. Do you remember it? E-Man was still the DJ, and they had
bro.
him. Yeah, man. This is back in the days. I'm dating myself.
Man. Yeah, I went to Century
Big.
for a couple years, but then after that, I'm gonna go into Chavez. So
Yeah.
Century didn't
What
take
was
me
Chavez?
back. Huh?
What was Chavez?
What was Chavez like, or what?
Yeah, what was it like? Because you guys didn't have did you guys have a gym?
No.
No gym?
We didn't have no gym. We had no school teams. We didn't have anything like that. It was a continuation school pretty much. But it's considered an alternative high school, bro.
Yeah.
It was an alternative high school and, the same credits as a regular high school. But, Century didn't want to take me back. So it's all good.
Even after you got your credits and everything like that?
Yeah, I got my credits through there. And, I actually graduated at 20, bro.
No way.
Took me 2
Stop
more
it,
years.
good sir.
Yeah, people already getting their bachelor's degree. I better graduate high school.
No, but you cannot
I can't compare people. I know.
Compare. That's what we're guilty of that.
Yeah, I know, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I swore I was gonna have a house as soon as I graduated. I swore I was gonna be a homeowner and just be like, I have it made, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, man. It's
No,
a different struggle.
at the time, I didn't thought about buying a house at the time because I didn't know any better. You know what I mean? I thought like, okay, well, we're just gonna.
How do you think it would have been though? Like, you wouldn't have gone to Arizona if you did.
I tried, bro, Arizona.
No, but that's the thing. Like, if you bought a house right when you were thinking of buying a house, you wouldn't. There's certain things in life that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
it's like what is it? What is it like a butterfly effect? Like something happens for a reason, and then these things follow, or you do this instead of this, you zag instead of zig.
Right. I don't regret
Take the red pill.
living in AZ for a year, but things didn't work out as planned. That's why I came back to CA, but that's another story, bro. But anyways, I did graduate. Shouts out to my Cesar Chavez alumni, Century High School,
Shouts out.
home of the Centurions.
Yeah.
My daughter goes there.
I gotta get in on that since I was
Come on, Buxa. Come on. Tap in. We got Buxaburn right here. Hey, my brother with the
class.
first graduating class.
Graduating class of Century High School.
What was that? 92.
92, man.
92.
I remember.
That's when I just started. So after you left out, I started again. I just went in.
Wait,
as a freshman.
Buxa. First, shouts out to everybody tuned in right now. Sunday School Show, still authentic. We got my homeboy, Santa Ana legend, Santa Ana historian, hip hop pioneer for Santa Ana. For over here, lyricist, Buxaburn. Shouts out to Buxaburn. Let's give him a round of applause real quick.
Word, all right.
Buxa,
Shout out to everybody in the building.
salute.
Shout Shout out to everybody.
I gotta give you the proper introduction, man. You earned that. You earned that, man.
I gotta appreciate that, man. Gotta give a big shout out to my man Koofster in the building.
Yeah.
And I don't know my man's name, but
Caesar.
Caesar.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I gotta start this off right. Since you starting it off right, I gotta say big happy birthday.
Yeah, happy
to
birthday.
my man S.A.
Yeah, shouts
Still
out.
authentic.
That's your boy, man.
In the building, man. Happy birthday, bro.
Good looking out. Thank you,
absolutely,
thank you,
bro.
man.
That's what it's all about. It's all about living, getting old, and growing. You know what I'm saying?
So we actually right here in this room, we have a couple generations in front of us because you were the first class.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't. You were right after him.
After he left, I just went in. I was only there for 2 years, man.
Century High School.
Yeah, from 92 to 94.
I was there for a year and a half, but I graduated. I had to go, homeschool.
Yeah, my daughter goes to school now.
And then I had to go back, and I graduated.
I was there for 90, 91, and 92. When it first opened, it was only 9th and 10th graders.
Oh.
And I came from the Roadrunners over there, Saddleback High School. Shout out to all my peeps at Saddleback High School. You know what I'm saying?
I went to Saddleback too.
Yeah, I went to Saddleback, man. You know what I'm saying? Saddleback was rough, man. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, if I would have stayed at Saddleback, I probably would have never graduated high school.
Man. It was tough.
It was a different vibe over there. Plus, I was with all my homies that I grew up with, and it was different vibe. You know what I'm saying? I was about to get involved into some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My grades was bad. Like I'll just put it like this: I had like a 1.1 GPA when I was at Saddleback.
Oh man!
In my 9th grade year, in my 10th grade year, when I moved over to Century High School,
yeah,
I went up to a 3.8 right away.
Just location.
Location. I didn't know nobody. I didn't have nothing to do. I was ready to play ball, and I just did my homework. You know what I'm saying? I was out of the mix, and next thing you know, a young boy, you know what I'm saying, boosted up his self-esteem, and like I got through high school. But you know what? That's just, you know what I'm saying, growing up in Santa Ana, growing up in the hood over there, you know what I'm saying? I miss those days. Matter of fact, when I graduated from that school, I went back to my old neighborhood and finished off my old shit. You know what I'm saying? I had more shit to finish off. You know what I'm saying? So I went back over there to the hood, and you know what I'm saying, damn near never left. You know
which Buxaburn did they receive when you went back? Was it the one, all right, I got my stuff together, or was it Bucks that like, hold on, man, I got some unfinished business?
It was a little bit of both, man.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of both, you know what I'm saying? I had grown, you know what I'm saying? I graduated high school, had good grades, you know what I'm saying? I was a ball player, basketball player, you know what I'm saying? Had some college offers at some small colleges that I didn't take up, but that's what I should have did, you know what I'm saying? I should have went on ahead and went to college, junior college, and take those offers, but instead I went back into Santa Ana. And this was back though, man, I've been a rapper all my life, and this was back when rap was coming on strong with Cypress Hill and Dr. Dre, and freestyling started getting big, you know what I'm saying? I guess, like, you know what I'm saying, people back then, they thought freestyling was like a new thing. Back in 92, you had the freestyle at the Good Life Cafe.
Right.
That was on the news, you know what I'm saying? And like, it was like this new freaking genre called freestyle. But like, I was telling people that's something I had been doing since 1980. You know what I'm saying? But like in 1992, it was like the rebirth of freestyle. And then came Dr. Dre with the Chronic, and like rap started growing big. You know what I'm saying?
Rap.
Gangster rap started growing big. So I went back into Santa Ana, and I hooked up with Lumberjack, man, and I just kind of started back where I left off, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody at the back at my old high school, they had already known me for being an MC. You know what I'm saying? I had already been in famous rap battles right there in the school quad and all that good stuff.
Cypress Hill was my first legit original tape I ever bought.
Yeah.
Legit.
The first one, the first album back in 91, 92.
So, The Good Life, that L.A. 92,
Crenshaw
93.
Crenshaw Boulevard. Matter of fact, I just seen something just the other day. They were talking about Fat Joe got booed at the Good Life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fat Joe, man. You
That's
know
what
what
the
I'm saying?
Freestyle Fellowship used to kick it there too.
Freestyle Fellowship, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like, you got to really know the story about Good Life Cafe. They didn't really boo people if they didn't like you. They said something like, Please pass the mic.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please
Yeah.
pass the
Yeah.
mic.
I think Joe
So
said
you
something.
think-
Oh, y'all haters.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I heard
instead
that.
of-
I remember he flowed.
So I was
Yeah.
there that night, man, and actually I was the next person up, right behind Fat Joe, because you
Oh,
had to
wow.
sign the stuff. You had to sign your name on the down, and I was the next person right behind Fat Joe, and
Was he going off like he was going by Fat Joe at that time?
he
Like,
was going by Fat Joe. He was on tour for one of his first singles. His single was
Fat Joe, you know.
Let It Flow,
Terrorist
Joe. Let
Let
It
It
Flow,
Flow.
Joe. You know what I'm saying? And he was on that. It was a real New York vibe, but you know what I'm saying? Good Life Cafe was a real West Coast vibe. So I think it was just the clash of the
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
was
It wasn't like he was whack. I think it was just a whole different kind of
Yeah.
vibe that he brought to the table.
from what I had heard was that you they don't like people cussing. That's one of those things. Like
Yeah,
when
you
started
couldn't cuss,
cussing,
but I don't think that was it. I think
It was just
I
a
think
little
it was
bit-
more the vibe. I think it was just the vibe that he brought, man.
Well,
and they
what made him go over there though? Like
Because Good Life Cafe was cracking, dog. It was known. You know
Oh,
what
it
I'm
was
saying? Snoop
popping.
Dogg
the,
would go
the
there.
Apollo of the West
Dog
Coast.
Pound,
okay.
Dog Pound would show
Corrupt.
up. A lot of major West Coast artists would go to the Good Life Cafe just to tighten up their skills or just
Oh,
to test their
shit.
skills.
Yeah.
You know,
what I'm
like
saying?
a
you
comedian
had-
wants to do a quick drive
Yeah,
run.
yeah.
That would,
Right.
you know, like
Yeah.
like that type.
Yeah,
You would
yeah,
get
yeah.
people coming from all around America, though, to come and test their skills at the Good Life
And they'd
Cafe.
be like,
They
"Aw,
would think, you
shit."
know what I'm saying, it would be a place like you can get found at. You
Shit,
know what I'm saying?
I practice in my garage and I get booed there, man. I get crickets, literally. That's all I get over there, motherfucking crickets and rabbits.
Yeah.
But no, man. So you were there 92, 93, sharpening your knife. You're still sharpening your knife, you know?
Yeah.
Buxaburn, Cherokee.
Cherokee Bucks.
Cherokee Bucks,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
That's dope. So we could start right now on the 90s. We're talking about how you would freestyle, but everything was still gangster rap was a big
Yeah.
spotlight on everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dr. Dre, Death Row, the
Uh-huh.
lowrider scene. As a lyricist, did you mend your way into that? Because your flow, it's
Yeah.
West Coast. It is lyrical,
Yeah.
but it's in a way that it's lyrical. It's the sharp pen.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, that's a great question as far as I'm concerned. You know, I grew up listening to the East Coast style of rap, liking the East Coast style of rap, but I also did like the West Coast style of rap. Some of the original West Coast artists, I was always into them. But when it was time for me to do my thing, you would probably say he sound like an East Coast cat, or he sound even like a Jamaican cat. I was also into reggae, you know what I'm saying? But all the dudes that I hung out with when it came to rapping, they were all West Coast gangsters. And they all did West Coast gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? All my boys from Hoodlum West, you know what I'm saying? Lumberjack, Fat Dog, Magnum Loke, Danger. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to T-Funk, shout out to Blue Waters, you know what I'm saying? And on and on. Everybody over there at Throwback Records. A lot of them cats was gangster rappers from the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? So hanging out with them for years, for decades, you know what I'm saying? My style kind of adapted. I adapted a West Coast flow to the point where when I want to do West Coast rap, you know what I'm saying? Like that song I'm saying, California West Coast.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah,
We on the
yeah.
California green, so you
You
already
already
know
know.
with that G. Like, that's what's up. Straight made it from the hood, then we raised the cup and said, let's smoke. You know what I'm saying? So when it's time for me to do that, I learned and
Boom.
adapted to that, but that wasn't
Plain
my
hopscotch.
natural.
Choo, choo, choo. Bam.
Exactly. But that wasn't my natural thing from Jump Street. That's something that I adapted to and something that I learned from my homies. And I thank my homies for that, you know what I'm saying? Because I was taught a whole nother style of rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it kind of brightened my horizons, let me in on new different things. So like now all of a sudden I can do East Coast rap. I can do reggae rap. I can do West Coast rap. And then my roots though, my family is from the South. So it ain't nothing for me to do some Southern rap as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Shit.
Speaking about South, like you're talking about New Orleans.
I'm talking about
about
Tennessee,
Tennessee?
Kentucky. I'm talking about Tennessee and Kentucky. Yeah, those are my peoples from. Shout out to my people in Dayton, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? My
Dayton,
family in
Ohio.
Dayton,
They doing
Cincinnati.
big things over there. I see you posting
Cincinnati.
them.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my peeps, man.
I Biggie Smalls. His mom being from Jamaica.
Right.
That's what set him apart. Everybody when he was rapping, and then his persona is so big, but when he raps, he had I don't know if like his nose like a little bit. He has a little bit of a thing with his nose where when he's breathing, you could hear his nose
Like his nasal passage.
like that, and that would. But I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like this. But I think it was more of his Jamaican roots that made him pop and stand out. And I was like, dude, this guy, what makes him unique? And I haven't heard anybody be like him, but I credit the history, his mother's history to that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure like historians are gonna be like, yeah, this is dope. He was able to carry that and be able to shine good light on that because in Jamaica they want you to sound a certain type of way. Not them, but like people that listen to. They know who's the guy that comes the Bad Boys, Barrington.
Barrington Levy.
They want that.
Right.
But here comes Biggie, and he's rapping, and he's all like, if you pay attention, so when you mentioned that, it took me there. I'm like, oh shit, now it makes sense.
Biggie Smalls, Scarface, Busta Rhymes, all these guys have roots over in the Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? And, and I studied the Caribbean, and I studied reggae music, ragamuffin music, but as far as rap is concerned, I'm saying rap was created right here in North America. But those guys are great rappers. Some of the best rappers come from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Or they got roots there. But, you know what I'm saying? But also some of the best rappers are full-bred, born with roots right here in America. You know what I'm saying? So
I trip out on that. Like what makes the voice, everything that goes around it. You have a particular voice where, shouts out to KRS-One, but you have that voice is like a teacher. Yeah. When you rap,
you know, stuff. Back then you had to have some kind of vocal command. You had to have a great vocal command back in the day to be an MC. You couldn't come mumbling. You couldn't come whispering. It was going to be a no-go. Like, you just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You couldn't do it. You had to be like KRS-One. You had to be like Chuck D. Maybe like Rakim was the guy who came talking.
I came in the door, said it before.
He's the guy that came, but he still came with the vocal command, and he just had a great flow, you know what I'm saying? And then when guys started maybe lowering their tone, if you listen to Snoop, when he does his rap, he has a low tone when he raps, you know what I'm saying? So like they can turn his vocal way high because he's in the mic booth very relaxed with his tone, you know what I'm saying?
We know why.
Right.
We know why, man. He's that's that indica.
Right. But man, shout out to Chuck D,
Public Enemy.
The Beastie Boys, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even KRS-One, you know what I'm saying? Those are guys that I all learned from.
Stop.
But I got to give a big shout out to DMC of Run DMC. That's my favorite rapper of all time. And he's like the master of, I'm DMC in the place to be.
Yeah.
Went to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Went to St. John's University, you know what I'm saying? He got a big voice, you know what I'm saying, and he can command
Rest
a whole...
in peace, Jam Master Jay.
He can command a whole 20,000 folk arena. Wow. So
they're splitting up, aren't they? Him and Run.
Oh yeah, they've been they've been
Yeah.
parted ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
No, it that's dope though, and I love it that you're such a music historian.
Yeah.
You know, and you bring it to life with songs that we're gonna play. You know, our song "Same Bandana." I felt that was, to me, when I wanted to work with you, it was like my way of paying homage.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, thank you for everything that you've done.
Right.
I was like, hey, Buxaburn, do you pack still?
Right.
And I was all like lumberjack with the mic skills, chopping motherfuckers down, you know. And I was all like, shit, I'm gonna get Buxaburn. I'm gonna show him I appreciate you. And
I appreciate that, man. That song is a dope song, man.
It is
Real
cold,
dope.
man. It is cold. And I was
saying?
just all like, you know what,
It's dope too, you know what I'm saying? Bridge the gap. You know what I'm saying? It's like a bridge in the gap type of song, but it's also, you know what I'm saying, asking for peace too. You know what I'm saying? It's asking for peace in the hood. The song is doing a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's bridging the gap, it's asking for peace throughout the gangs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all calm that down a little bit. And then it's also like a black and brown
Yeah.
connection too, you know what I'm saying, in the hood. So it's doing a few different things there in that one song, you know.
We've been blessed. You've grown up kind of like we're in different parts of Santa Ana, right?
Yeah.
Different parts. Yeah, a couple different parts. But has it ever been like a racial issue with you? Like ever?
No, well, you know what? I grew up over there where I first started off was over there, Main and Dyer, you know what I'm saying, over there by Del High, you know what I'm saying, Saddleback High School, Main and Dyer, Memorial Park, you know, in that area of Santa Ana. But that was still like kind of on the outskirts. It's right there in Santa Ana, but it's like on the corner of Santa Ana. You know what I'm saying? I never grew up in the middle of Santa Ana. You know what I'm saying? Center Street, Rate Street, all of them, I'm saying, right there in the middle of Santa Ana. I'm sure those people who grew up over there, they might have a different story than I do. But I've never felt, I mean, there was little bits here and there, you know what I'm saying? I might have got jumped when I was younger. You know
way.
What I'm saying? I got jumped, you know what I'm saying? But this, like, I'm talking about 1980.
It was over some school stuff, probably.
It was over some brown and black, you know what I'm saying? But
that's a trip.
But like that dude was young though. We were all young, you know what I'm saying? We were all young boys. It wasn't like a major gang, you know what I'm saying? It was just some boys being boys, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the major gang thing, as far as that goes, like the older crowd, I've heard a little stuff here and there, but as far as I'm concerned, like our city has been one of the cities where the black and brown has had a good connection. I know you can't say that for other cities when you go up to like, you know what I'm saying, Los Angeles and like way up north there. I know there's been flat out beef.
It's crazy.
Between the black and brown community, you know what I'm saying?
It stems from different stuff that's out of our control, but what we control, it's always been, all right, if there's certain things that's controllable, we figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, you don't let it get out of hand. That was all like, to me, it was just natural. Like, hey, what's up? We this. And now we are hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, our culture is embedded in hip hop, and you're wearing a dope ass Mexico.
You know what I'm saying? Mexico shirt, man, represent, you know what I'm saying?
That's clean. Where'd you get that at?
This is damn it, what's the name of my
that shit's clean.
What's the name of my company? Like I buy a lot of stuff from these people, but I can't remember
simple.
Their name right now.
It's dope. It's just boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
old
man.
vintage. This is a vintage baseball.
Oh yes,
you know
yes. Remember, I hit you up over the back in the day. The Dodgers were called, what were the Grays?
The Grays. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Grays,
And I think I seen it. I think I seen it once.
Yeah.
Speaking of seeing, there was a naranjero that you let him spit one time. The homeboy from the hood that sells naranjas.
Oh, you're talking about Marvin?
Marvin.
Peralta.
Marvin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marvin, man.
Shout out to Marvin, man. That's my homeboy.
Yeah. He used to kick it with us at the hood, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's trip out. You know, I'm a little bit younger, and
yeah, but he was a great peacemaker, man. To this day, you know.
Yeah.
He's a good peacemaker. He squashed a lot of beef between a lot of people in the hood back in the day.
And he was out there, and I saw him on your video, and I was like, oh, that's what's up, man. Just seeing people still out there, you know, and I was like, oh, that's what's up, man. You know,
he talks to everybody, man. He gets it going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's a cool dude.
He has incredible social skills. He can talk to anybody, bro.
He knows how to, knows how to get it going.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
If you look into social media, he talks to anybody who's anybody in the streets.
Yeah.
You know, and it's good material.
So we and not just same bandana, but I know you've been working with some heats, some heatery. I wanted to say some hits.
Yeah.
A couple songs you already made videos for it.
Yeah.
And then are they gonna be singles, or are you gonna put them into an album? And we're gonna play them in the mix with Cookster in a minute.
Yeah, I actually did. We did 3 videos last year in the span of 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I had 5 releases as far as Buxaburn releases, and then I was on a few different features last year. So, and then I did the 3 videos. But I don't have no plan as far as putting them all down for like one album. You know what I'm saying? Making one album. I haven't planned that out yet. I just kind of like doing the singles.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you why. I come from a full-length album background.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got multiple full-length album. I know what it is to go in there and make a 10 to 17 song album.
Make a skeleton walk, Bucks.
Like
Make a
5, 6,
skeleton
7
walk.
times over. I got like 6, 7 freaking albums out there, man. So it feels good to just do one song at a time now. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the whole pressure of putting all this work together and getting it all mixed down at one time.
Trust
and you know what I'm saying? I could just do one song at a time now, you know what I'm saying? Because it's freaking different now, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You could release your own music on CD Baby real quick. And, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they only have a freaking attention span just for that one song at a time.
You know what's crazy? My son, shouts out to C-Mac.
Yeah.
I told him, hey, man, I released the album, but I put it only on my website. It's only on the website. It's not on Amazon or iTunes. It's just on my website.
Okay.
That's all it is. And to listen to it, you would have to purchase the entire album.
Right.
And I told him, I'm like, hey, youngin, are you gonna grab it? Because he gets an allowance. He does good enough to when he asks for something, he gets it.
You're right.
And he's like, but I already heard the songs. That's what he said. But I already heard the songs. And I was like, this kid. Oh man, but he'll listen to Logic all day. He'll listen to Eminem. He'll listen to what's the one guy? I forget what he there's another I forgot his name. He's an outlandish character.
Right.
And he's not 21 Savage. I forget there was another guy that he listens to. And what's his name? It's gonna bug me. I'll remember later.
Yeah.
Well, who does he beef with? Because usually the other rappers now.
Well,
with somebody.
it's not that he beefs.
Right.
He's just he listens to this guy, and I know he likes Pharrell a lot. The guy that I'm talking about, he's like a funny looking guy.
Oh, Kodak Black? Is it Kodak Black?
No. Well, he listens to Kodak Black. It's before Kodak Black.
Oh.
And he still listens to that character, that artist. And I'm like, okay. But you listen to them? All right. I see your attention span, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
The attention span is like, okay, well, I already listened to it. I'm like, all right. What kind of replay value does it have?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I tell people. You want to make music
that has replay value.
That has replay value, value that people want to listen to over and over again for the rest of your life. Because there's some people they'll hear a song and they'll like it, but they
gotta have that replay
may not want to listen to it over and over again. Like they're not gonna go home and put it on.
Yeah.
They're gonna put on freaking Eminem. They're gonna put on Logic, you know what I'm saying? And some of that has to do with that's because they're freaking popular. They're on the radio and that's already
appeal.
Yeah.
So but you gotta have stuff. You gotta make stuff that's gonna be timeless that people want to hear freaking over and over again. The only thing that is worth one time listen to is when you go and do a performance at a show. A performance at a show is just a one-time thing. That's why you see people get real hype at a show and it can sound distorted because it doesn't matter so much at the show. You know what I'm saying? You could be wild and la 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 la. But then when you go into the studio, you gotta be wild and cool. You be calm and smooth because I want you to listen to it over and over and over and over again. But when you're at a show, it's just that one-time thing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things go into the show. You know what I'm saying? The sound might be distorted. People are not really paying attention the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at the girl over here, so you're not really listening with a keen ear. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that is just a one-time shot. But after that, when you record a song, you want this to be listened to 20 million times by each and every person.
Yeah, and to his credit, I made him executive producer. I give him his little credits on there, but he knows which songs he likes.
Yeah,
and you know what's crazy? He likes a song that I have called Crescendo Corsets. Crescendo Corsets.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the one song he shouldn't be listening to. But he likes Crescendo Corsets.
Right.
And he's like, because that one sticks to it sticks to me. But he's all like, no, I listen to your music, but he just wanted to jab me up.
Right.
And that's why I tell him replay value. Does this have replay value? You know,
Right.
we're riding in the car. Does it have replay value?
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, be off topic, but be in topic of the genre of this Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
It's
something
like-
more pushing Bad Bunny.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
in every DJ club and everywhere, they post up the phone, play Bad Bunny, play Bad Bunny.
He is the most streamed artist
Yeah.
in 2022, like by far.
By far.
Like,
But-
the most streamed artist of all time.
But
You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
I want to understand the power of music, but also the psychology of it. Why do you want to listen to it over and over and over again? Because it's catchy, because he's a great artist. I listen to it, they're like, okay, he sounds like any other reggaeton artist. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Have you
like-
heard Kill Bill?
Kill Bill, no.
I just killed my ex.
Mm-mm.
I think it's SZA. The kids, Alexa, play. I'm not. Never mind. Hold on before this thing goes off. But
no, but to be
um,
on topic about the power of music,
The replay value.
and to influence someone to listen
Bro,
to
he's
you.
part of the machine, bro. He
Yeah,
has
he
the
is,
machine
he is,
behind
he is.
him, and like you
Yeah,
know,
they,
so-
yeah,
not
they have
hating, you know,
his
but-
corporate
Yeah.
backed, you know,
Yeah.
big time. You know?
exactly. So
Yeah,
they-
it's
so,
getting
like,
to him
they're-
though, Buxa.
What's that?
It's getting to him.
What do you mean?
He's throwing people's cell phones. Like they're getting in his face. They're putting a cell phone in his
Oh,
face,
really?
and he's just grabbing it and he's tossing it. I'm like,
Well, I
get your-
think he's like the modern version of Elvis Presley. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like everybody wanted to listen to Elvis back in the day. But it's not like Elvis
My
brought
blue suede shoes.
original material. He got material of somebody else.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So similar to Bad
you
Bunny.
seen the movie?
I seen a part of it. I'm aware of Elvis' story, you know.
Yeah.
But
Grew up in the ghetto.
grew up in the hood.
Yeah,
Rest in
and
peace, Lisa Marie Presley.
Listen,
Yeah,
yeah,
by the
she
way.
just
in
passed
peace.
away
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Isn't that a trip?
Lisa Marie.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Bad Bunny's considered. I consider him like a modern day Elvis Presley based on the influence that he has.
Right.
You know, and that's not because of how talented he is. Of course,
Yeah.
he's bringing thousands of people.
You think he's still gonna have the artist span as Elvis? Or do you think it just goes the attention span that we just all right now to move on to
that
the next one?
depends,
Because
bro.
Daddy Yankee was
Yeah, he
Bad
hit
Bunny
hard
at one
too.
point.
Yeah, he hit hard. But Bad
Remember
Bunny,
Daddy Yankee?
Yeah,
For the
yeah,
same-
yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
Gasolina. Yeah, but
You know,
he. I think Bad Bunny's hitting harder. You know.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
he's hitting harder because he has the South American audience, where Presley, if you want to compare him to that guy, that guy was like a North American guy. When you watch the movie, you see why he was a North American guy. I don't know if you've seen his freaking manager never wanted to take.
I know he was
Elvis out of the
obsessed
country.
with him.
Yeah.
He didn't want to take him out of the
Tom
country,
Hanks.
and that
Shout out to
kind
Tom
of,
Hanks for playing that role.
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
He had
but
on the fat suit. And
yeah,
big nose.
but when he saw him performing and he was driving all the girls wild, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he didn't know why, but he understood the power of music, you know.
Yeah.
That like, man, I'm gonna use this guy to my
and stuff. I
advantage.
think Bad Bunny can outsell Elvis and get more plays on the radio. But as far as like American foundation,
Mm-hmm.
like when you talk about Elvis Presley, like that's a tower that
Oh no,
nobody is really gonna. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
for-
Him and Michael Jackson. People
Yeah.
talk about, oh, Chris Brown is better than
what
no,
I was I was,
he's not gonna take Michael
Yeah.
Jackson's spot. Nobody's gonna take Presley's spot. You're not gonna take those guys' spot. You might outsell them, but as far as heritage goes,
Yes, I agree
you're
with
not
that.
gonna take that.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's
I
already
was
too
I was
much.
referring to the power of influence.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. I'm not talking
Yeah.
about the beginning, the end of Elvis Presley, because at the end he became one of the great ones
Right.
in American
Right.
history. You know, but
Yeah.
still, Bad Bunny still to be determined. However,
Right.
his influence could be maybe substantially not as great as Elvis, but almost there. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think the
He'd
machine
probably
is
be bigger
helping
because
a lot.
Yeah.
Instagram, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Social media is
The
you know what I'm
power of
saying,
influence,
lifts
yeah.
people, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna show my age. Not just my age, but oh man, I'm gonna be biased. I just feel like that side of Southern America, actually like Florida and that area, it's more their music is more accepted than Southern California hip hop. You know,
Yeah.
we embrace them a lot. Not East Coast, West Coast type.
Right.
But all we do is really embrace them, and it's cool. But I'm really waiting for one of our artists, like and Doughboy Tony, to mention a name,
Right.
to pop up and be like, "Yo, we love that. We love that. That's great." You know, like I
Yeah.
want us to be maybe because who's big besides Bad Bunny that's Latino? Besides like that pops up Osuna. Same type of music. There's
J Balvin. Well,
it's same type. You see
reggaeton.
what I'm talking about? It's
reggaeton.
over there.
Or reggaeton's hitting hard, bro.
And that's the thing. It makes the ladies
Yeah,
dance.
like reggaeton
I
is
think and without switching, without changing lanes, without you might be a feature on it, but without changing your whole entire style, could West Coast artists pack a club? It used to back in the day.
Oh yeah.
It used to,
Hell
but
yeah.
can
Snoop
West
Dogg
Coast music
and Exhibit and Dr. Dre,
Dr.
you know what I'm
Dre.
saying? Gonna pack a club. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
didn't
I
Dr.
still-
Dre perform at Skate Ranch? Remember
Dr.
Skate
Dre performed at Centennial Park, bro. A lot of people don't know freaking NWA came to Centennial Park.
West Coast music will
Cypress
pack
Hill.
the
Cypress Hill
the
performed right
clubs.
there at the stadium at
Back
the Eddie
in the
West
day.
Field.
Yeah.
Back in 91.
Cypress Hill and Black Sheep was
Yep.
with them.
Yeah, back in
I
91.
was at that concert.
You were at the concert?
Yeah, I was
at the
there.
Eddie West Field?
Yeah.
Eddie Westfield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
he
there. I
shouts
was in the front row.
out. But yeah, that's what I mean. Will there be a West Coast artist, Latino, that could reach something like anybody like Osuna or Balvin or Daddy Yankee? I haven't seen it. And I think the machine has something to do with it. Me
and
personally.
stuff. I think Latin rap was going on first here. Because I remember that way back in the day, bro. There was always Chicano rap in Santa Ana, Los Angeles, out here and stuff, out west. I can't speak for New York. I don't know if they had it going, but these guys were already, you know what I'm saying, packaging up their CDs. Remember, they always had the girl
That
in
was
the car.
the hustle.
And stuff. They always had the girl in the car on the CD, you know what I'm saying? And there's thousands and thousands of
But
them
I
out
think
there.
Latinos in New York, they were more merged into the hip hop with
They were
New
more
York.
into the hip hop,
Yeah.
but like out here, they were more into the West
Beat
Coast
Nuts
lifestyle.
and,
they were more
yeah.
into gangster lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like out there, Beat Nuts, they're
Yeah.
more into
Yeah.
hip hop and
Hip-hop.
lyricism, and you know that's the difference of the three sites. You know what I'm saying? You got West Coast rap, you got the East Coast rap, and you got down South rap. I tell people all the time, like the people down South, they came with the crunk style, right? And the crunk
And
style,
it was lit for a good minute.
it was lit. You know what I'm saying?
Made
And then
careers out of Little John and then
here in the West Coast, it's more of a lifestyle type of rap. It's more laid back, lifestyle type of rap, you know what I'm saying, on that gangster West Coast rap. Where on the East Coast over there, you're going to have the witty lyrics. You're going to have the witty type of lyricism. Now, I tell people all the time, you couldn't really bring that crunk style over here to the West Coast. You couldn't be jumping around and crunk like that because there's too many damn gangsters in the audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really move like that. You had to be laid back. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody had you know what I'm saying? Everybody was doing their thing. And then you had the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? They were into their witty type of lyricism, but they also got into different characters. Like they would take the character of a mafioso's name. You know what I'm saying?
Big drug overlord.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
To where here we just had our own names out here out west. They weren't taking no character's name, you know what I'm saying? They had their own names, you know what I'm saying? So it was all dope. I like the creativity of the East Coast. I love the lyricism. Like I said, that was my first love.
Yeah.
And I also love the realness of the West Coast. And then you got the freaking and then you got the South where they're just coming and getting crunk with the energy, you know what I'm saying? Little John tearing up the clubs. So
Outkast and
then you know what? You got Midwest. You know what I'm saying?
Midwest,
Eminem
Nelly.
and them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Shouts out to the St. Louis.
right.
But yeah, no, that's why I mentioned because in my social media they're talking about Chicano rap. It's not dead because we know as actual people that have made a living off of Chicano rap.
they make a
real good living.
Shout out to Joe Flores, man. A lot of people don't know Joe from Santa Ana. He put me and Lumberjack on with the El Marihuanero, you know what I'm saying? I was part of Chicano rap, you know what I'm saying?
Didn't he make a compilation back in the day?
He
Like-
made
like a
all
Boogie
kind of
Funk
compilations, bro.
Yeah,
He would have a freaking garage full of CDs back in the 80s and 90s, and he was just
I think about one of his
filtering.
CDs. Yeah.
He was filtering all these artists and putting together different compilations. He did that for years.
I think he'd make an OG funk compilation back in the day.
Yeah.
And he put together, and he used me, and he used my song that was produced by Lumberjack. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in Santa Ana know me by El Marihuanero.
Marihuanero. I remember that. We were actually sitting with DJ Zol when you were telling me this story.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's got a new studio.
Oh,
We're gonna have him at the end of
He moved?
yeah, he's right here in Costa Mesa, right down the street.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna be down here at the end of February. We're gonna have him out here.
Yeah.
But that's one of those things with me. If we're ever gonna see that, what's it gonna take for us to not just go mainstream, but have the consistency of top 40. You know, I'm not complaining, but I'm saying like I really want it. I can't wait till the Southern California cat or Northern California cat that if mainstream will ever, if we make something that gives the ears out there a listen.
It's got to be a style of music, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of those Latin cats who do the reggaeton music, that style of music is already implanted in the people's psyche.
And that's why even now Pitbull doesn't miss. Remember when he was doing Calle Ocho and all those songs? Like,
he was more
like Diddy did it. Yeah. Remember when Diddy take hits from the 80s?
If you're gonna come though on some old West Coast gangster rap style, like that's already been done.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
EPMD did it. Hey, they paid homage when they were using funk samples.
EPMD, a lot of people don't know.
They did that before gangster rap, man.
Yeah, they were one of the first groups to really
Yep.
mix in with the funk, you know.
They got down with more bounce to the ounce before anybody did, you know. Even before West Coast. That's back in '88. Keep in mind.
Can we jump into the mix, Cookser?
What do you want me to play, bro?
What you feeling like, Buxy?
Shoot. Whatever. Hey, man. Whatever the clever.
All right.
We're gonna get into the mix right now.
Get into the mix.
We in here, baby. We in here, and we're just getting in. We're in the mix right now, playing some of your tracks.
Yeah.
Some of that OG. Shouts out to Incidents, man.
Shout out to Incidents, bro. Shout out to Travis Lane.
KMC.
Man. Shout out to Blue Waters. Shout out to Hoodlum West.
Legends.
Shout out to Legends, man. All the old school cats from Santa Ana. Shout
from
out
the
to
old
BH
Santana. Yeah.
BH the Great. Shout out to my man Drew. Shout out to Drew, the OG, original OG from SAOC.
You know how we do, man.
Yeah.
Buxaburn, I gotta ask you, man. I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
We have albums and albums from you. How do you keep the pen sharp?
Ooh. That's a good question.
You've been writing since the 80s, freestyling since the 80s.
Right.
You're not rapping about the same thing from the 80s.
Right.
You remember you have a bar that says I can't fit in the tight jeans. Well, what is it that you say? I can't fit in the trends.
Oh yeah, I don't fit in the trend. Yeah, man. I got so many lyrics, bro. It's hard for me to recall. But you know, rapping, bro. I mean, if you listen to me speak, well, you know what I'm saying? You'll hear me stutter a little bit. I stuttered from a child, you know what I'm saying? I stuttered. And I was also a single child, you know what I'm saying? My mother worked a lot, so I had a lot of time by myself. Mm-hmm. And when my mom would go to work, I would listen to rap music all day long, bro. And I would mock the rappers.
Yeah.
Mock Run DMC. I would mock Run DMC. I would get in front of the mirror. I would act like I'm Run DMC, act like I'm Beastie Boys, act like I'm, you know what I'm saying?
You ever
Cool
do
J,
Flavor Flav? Boy!
Flavor Flav. But I would do this for hours, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had been studying rap since I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? While my mother was at work. And like I said, when I was a youngster, I was a severe stutterer. This is my story. I was a severe stutterer, right? So the only way I wouldn't stutter is when it was time for me to rap. When it's time for me to rap, I don't stutter. Or if you put a microphone in front of my face. You know what I'm saying? I figured that out as a child. You know what I'm saying? One time it was like in the third grade, and I had to get up in front of the whole school and read this paper that I had wrote. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was going to get up there and stutter. I got up there and I got up on the microphone, bro, and aced it. You know what I'm saying? I killed it like a flow, like I was battling
like
an MC.
light.
No stuttering whatsoever,
So
just like a light switch went on.
You got an opposite of stage fright. Then.
Yeah. It's like,
Because a lot of
and
people
stuff
have
like I
stage
tell
fright.
people, if you put me in front of freaking 20,000 people,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up there and just flow with a freaking flawless flow. And then as soon as I walk backstage and it's me and you,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stutter.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You know, Michael Jackson had that thing.
I'm gonna
No
stutter,
way.
but it's
Yeah.
me and you. So it's like,
Yeah.
so this was the thing. So this is why I rapped all the time. I rapped
Wow.
so much, you know what I'm saying? Because my mother was gone. I was a solo child by myself. I was into rap, and that's how I could speak. You know what I'm saying? That was the way for me to communicate.
So
That's pretty great therapy right there.
Yeah.
a lyricist, keeping the pen sharp,
Yeah.
historian, walk the wolves. We heard it. We heard it in the mix.
Yeah.
You start this.
This,
Who,
that.
who brought that in? Because there's a little bounce to that.
Yeah.
Was that how you wrote it, or was it part of like this? You just like
that was
hopscotch
just like
into
a
the
little
beat.
freestyle. That was just a little freestyle intro that I came with. I think I actually told DJ Zoe because we recorded that at Zoe's, and
Shout out to
I was
Zoe.
like, yeah, man, shout out to DJ Zoe, and I was like, you know what, it needs a little something at the very beginning before my verse start, and I just went in there and did that, and like I know it's like a little offbeat, but it's also on beat. You know what I'm saying? This is that. Me and my howling wolf run the muddy waters with the fourth horse's hoof. Then I feed my dogs with the torches cook. Make you look like Eli when you lost a book. Do you like the king when he come across a rook? I was a child prodigy before Sonny shook. This here dice game to get your blood money took. Something fishy about these niggas waiting on a hook. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
I'm just
I
saying.
keep my pen sharp, bro. You know what? I do this, man. I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm a natural born rapper. It runs in my family. You know what I'm saying? I could go into my father's side. I could tell you about the musician after musician, about the Grammy winning artists, about the singers, the songbirds, the rappers signed to major record labels. On my dad's side, I can tell you about the managers of music, people that manage music on my dad's side. I can tell you about the actors and the comedians on my father's side. On my mother's side, they were more hard-working farmers from Tennessee and Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? These people, you know what I'm saying, way back in the deep South. But on my father's side, these are a talented group of people. So this is all natural for me. I tell people I'm not really trying to do any of this. This ain't nothing that I'm trying to do. This ain't me not being myself. This is actually who I am. This is actually running deep in my blood for centuries. You know what I'm saying? Grandmother,
That's dope, man.
my grandparents, they were all, you know what I'm saying, singers.
And when you were a kid, it was just natural also?
It was just natural. I'm saying, even though I didn't grow up with my father's family, I grew up, it was just me and my mother out here in California. But it was always natural. I always had a voice. I knew I always had a voice, and I always had a sense of rhythm, an acute sense of rhythm when it came to freaking music. And I knew I had a voice for it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the lyrics go now, when I first started off, you know what I'm saying, like, I used to watch a lot of TV as a child, you know what I'm saying? And I used to write lyrics back then, but you could tell I was a TV watcher.
What were we watching at the time?
Oh, man, freaking sitcoms, and you know what I'm saying? You know, back then they would play the old stuff on TV back in the 80s. Different strokes it takes.
Different strokes to rule the
you know what
world.
I'm saying? All
We're
that
talking about
stuff,
Willis.
man. Yeah, exactly. So this was as a young boy, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, as I got older and I started to go outside and get my life experiences on the street, that's when it was time to put in life experience. And I got like a boatload of life experience, you know what I'm saying?
Being that it was natural to you, did you know you were going to be an MC? Like a vocal, like telling stories.
Yeah,
vocally.
you know, that's funny that you asked that. That's kind of ironic because when I was a young boy, you know, like a lot of people say, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I knew from like the age of 8, if you would have asked me that at the age of 8 or 9, I would have told you I want to grow up to be a wicked MC.
Wow.
I remember saying that at the age of 8 and 9 years old, I want to be a wicked MC when I grow up. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I became, you know what I'm saying? They call me the old Sparky. Mr. Buxaburn, that's what they call me. Yeah.
Yeah, bucks of bucks in the building, man.
Hey, have you ever considered doing a reggae album, bro? Like with the live band? You know?
Actually, yeah, I've had my bands. I've had Buxaburn bands.
You got that going, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, man, I need to get that started again. I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? I got to get a live band just for like all my music.
You need that with a shitload of reverb. Like that old school, like Jamaica style.
Walk the Wolves.
Exactly.
Hey, man. That would kill live.
That shit would hit, homie.
Yeah.
Walk the Wolves live?
Walk the Wolves, man.
Live?
Walk the Wolves.
That would be...
Yeah.
That'd be a dope, like, shit, man.
Yeah.
Can we rent out? How much is a Hollywood Bowl?
Hollywood Bowl?
Between me and you think we could rent it out?
All right, over like 20 lifetimes, maybe.
We could try.
Hey,
man.
based on my earnings, yeah.
Well, we're gonna start, man. We're gonna start a piggy bank.
Yeah.
But something about a lyricist. You're like, you're a good alpha character. You're an alpha. You're a leader already with your words and the way your demeanor is. But sometimes you have to show. You have to put people in their place. I'm going to say it like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And throughout your history in music, I know you've had your battles being a freestyle MC.
Yeah.
And there was one that when we were working together on a same bandana, and the song is called Found a Fraud.
Yeah.
And we were working on the song, and we were excited because I partaked in certain... a different song that never didn't see its light because of this.
Right.
It's the hip hop game. Tell me about Found a Fraud.
Yeah, Found a Fraud. Well, Found a Fraud, we just played that. That came about because of the song Walk the Wolves that we also just played. Woo! And Walk the Wolves, the original version of Walk the Wolves was sent to me by a different producer than the one who actually produced it, than the version that you just heard. And when I got his version, I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? He sent me his version, and I told him, like, yo, man, this is dope. I'm going to record this song. I'm going to pay for studio time, record the song. I went to freaking DJ Zo's. I had my man Still Authentic show up to me for the session. I paid for studio time, record the song. The song came out dope. Then I told the guy who sent me the track, yo, man, the song is dope. Now I'm going to make a video for it.
Shoot a video.
Dude was like, oh, yeah, man, go ahead on and do it. And stuff, go ahead and do it. So I shot the video for it, but I did this before I actually released it out there on CD Baby. So I recorded the song, recorded the video, and then I went to go release it on CD Baby. When I went to go release the song on CD Baby, they told me that track that guy sent you was not his track. They told me this was actually somebody's track from 10 freaking years ago.
They done found a fraud.
And the track had the blues legend Howlin' Wolf. Shout out to the late, great Howlin' Wolf. He's the guy you hear singing on the hook. Howlin', woo! You know what I'm saying? He's the guy you hear howling on the track. And it had him on the track, but it was the exact same track. It was like he just sent me somebody's track and let me do that. You know what I'm saying? He let me pay for studio time. He let me pay for the video. He didn't say shit about it. All he had to do was be like, yo, man, actually, that ain't my music. Because when it was time for me to go freaking put it out there on CD, baby, they were like, no, we can't release that.
Damn.
That's somebody else's music. So, like, now here I am. I'm stuck with it. Like, the only thing that I can salvage from that is my lyrics.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Kike Cruz. That's when I called my man Kike Cruz. And I called my man Harless Sweetwater, who plays the guitar. And we had Harless play the guitar on it, and Kike Cruz basically remade the track that the guy sent me. He basically remade it. It sounds like it, but it's not it. See, the other guy just sent me somebody else's track.
Yeah.
Kike Cruz actually remade it so it was able to be released. You know what I'm saying? So I still got to release the song
Walk the Wolves.
Walk the Wolves. Buxaburn, Walk the Wolves. You know what I'm saying? And like Walk the Wolves is a song.
Dope song.
It's a song like me telling cats my age, like, yo, man, we got to step up and be a leader to this young generation. I'm telling the older cats to walk the wolves. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to take control. You know what I'm saying? Try to take a little bit more control and try to guide this misguided youth inside the right direction. But at the same time, I'm also guiding the a guided youth myself at the same time. So I'm doing what I'm asking the older cats to do for this misguided youth out here. Because, you know what I'm saying, these kids, it's even worse than, you know what I'm saying, they're on demon time out here. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you the difference between the cats nowadays and the cats from my day. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, if a gangster had a problem with a gangster and he seen him with his mother, he would give him a pass. And we can handle that later. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, if a cat got a problem with the op and he see him with his mother, not only is he going to go and attack him with his mother, he going to shoot his mom too.
It's unfortunate, man.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a whole different, like there ain't no rules anymore. That's the difference between being a gangster and being whatever they call themselves nowadays. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the major differences. And like, you know, stuff like that. You know, both of them, I ain't freaking condoning the action of this one. And I'm definitely not condoning the action of that one. But I do see the difference in the two, where one actually had rules and one there ain't no rules about. You know what I'm saying? These guys, you know, they'll kill their op and then talk about it on the rap song, how they put the dirt that they got buried in, how they grew weed, how they grew weed off their grave, and I'm smoking them now. You know what I'm saying? Like
or getting tattoos about it too.
Totally disrespect about it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're taking these rap lyrics. Why we got YSL now, people like that. We got YSL, and they're like, okay, act. Since, you know what I'm saying, Rico, so like, y'all want to talk about all that, y'all want to act like that, plus you want to get on the stage, you want to get on the microphone, and put it inside your rap, where we're going to use that against you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with that totally, because there's the freedom of speech, and there's also there's something called creativity that we should be allowed to have. But if you're not going to play by the rules, man, you know what I'm saying? These people are going to come and get you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see it, man. You see it. These guys are telling them that, I mean, we're on the internet. You don't think the feds are?
Yeah.
Stop it, man.
You know, speaking about Howlin' Wolf, you know the difference between him and James Brown?
What was that?
The musicians. Because the musicians didn't really want to play with James Brown because he didn't really hook them up. Howlin' Wolf, on the other hand, actually gave him medical benefits. But yeah, he hooked them up, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
James
Howlin'
Brown,
Wolf took care of his musicians.
James Brown be burning dudes. He burned Bootsy Collins, his brother, Catfish Collins.
Yeah.
He burned all of them. And and then when I heard about Howlin' Wolf, you're talking about him.
Yeah.
Shouts out to him and how legit it was with the musicians, because back in the day, musicians were pretty much disregarded sometimes, you know, even though they were talented musicians, you know. But Howlin' Wolf hooked them up, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's love right there, man.
So
he took care of them, definitely.
Yep.
Shout out to the Wolf, man.
I like the creativity of Found a Fraud.
Yeah, man. That was another Kike Cruz track, and
I love his remix.
Yeah.
That's the one I love the most.
Walk the Wolves remix. So stuff. As I finished the story from Walk the Wolves, you know, we had Walk the Wolves. So, you know, when I found out that this cat had sent me a fraudulent track, I could have handled it a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? I could have kept it in the street and went to him. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude let me spend my money. You know what I'm saying? After I told him.
That's what's crazy though. I know, dude, and he's not a street dude.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
I ain't gonna mention his name. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't gonna spit your name out. You know what I'm saying? The dirt is on your name.
Yeah.
So, you know, so we did Walk the Wolves, and I had that whole debacle, man. It was a big ordeal. So once I got through that, and I finally got the right track for Walk the Wolves, that's when I had to go and write Found a Fraud. Now, this song is not really a diss song. It's more like a song of exposure. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really know the cat. I don't know anything about him to like diss him. But I did have to expose him for what he did to me. You know what I'm saying? For like, not what he did to me, for what he did to hip hop.
Yeah.
And not only what he did to hip hop, he did it to freaking Howlin' Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Howlin' Wolf, that's like disrespectful to Howlin' Wolf. You're going to take somebody else's joint with freaking Howlin' Wolf on it, send it to me, and freaking tell me it's yours. And now I find out that it ain't. You know what I'm saying? I had to, you know what I'm saying, lyrically, I had to expose them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, with lyrics, when it comes time to battle, and even in life, you know what? There's a time to kill and there's a time to destroy. And when you're in a rap battle with the MC, that's dissing. That's when you go up there to kill a MC. You know what I'm saying? You go up there to ruin his career. You know what I'm saying? But this cat, it was just time to destroy him for the moment. I had to destroy him and I had to expose what he did so that he wouldn't be doing that to it, so that he would
probably think twice, three
keep
times.
on doing that. You know what I'm saying?
You think he's aware of the track, bro?
Oh, yeah.
He's aware of the track, you know what I'm saying? I put it out there. He knows and stuff. He knows what's up.
Did he try to reach out?
He never tried to reach out, bro.
Shame on dude.
Like and stuff. Like I told him, like right when it first happened, and he was like, "Oh man," he came with some lame excuse, and then he never got back with me. You know what I'm saying? And when he never got back with me, I didn't try to get back with him because I don't got nothing nice for him at this point. You know what I'm saying? So let me just go ahead and be nice on the mic since he sent me a freaking hip hop track. I said I'm gonna go ahead on and handle this the old school hip hop way. And come with a freaking track about him. So I was like, I'm about to run somebody out of hip hop. Swings me foot and kick him 2 yards up. The bamboozler done get caught. Put it on who me hit no matter who or what. Hey, I done found a fraud. I'm breaking all the ties. Showing y'all the people. Exposing all his lies. Somebody tried to fool and pull the wool over my eyes. I had to snatch and catch him right out of his disguise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So... And I just went on ahead and told the story and, exactly what you guys heard, but I put it in rhyme style. And then I had Kike Cruz, since he produced both tracks, he got on Found the Fry with me, and he told the story from his point of view. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, man, Bucks hit me up and told me this guy sent him this bogus track, and I produced it, and whoop-de-whoop-whoop, and, it just came out to be a dope song, you know what I'm saying? I think that was probably my hottest release out of my 5 singles last year. I think Found the Fraud, as far as the streets are concerned, Found the Fraud was my hottest release,
I commend you on that for keeping it hip-hop,
It could have went a whole nother direction, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm not only like a Buxaburn supporter, I'm a fan and on the history of you. You're a ladies man too.
Yeah.
You're a ladies man, my G. You got that swag, man.
Yeah,
you got that swag.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be like, that's the part where I find the longevity. You know what I'm saying? That's where I find a lot of longevity, when you can always go back and it's like one thing to be a ladies man, but it's another thing to actually be a ladies man and make hip hop tracks with it. You know what I'm saying? And like that's where I find my longevity. I make sure that I do songs for the women. You know what I'm saying? Time and time again. Like I'm not a freaking love songwriter. Like that's not my whole base. Like you'll see how I bounce around from topic to topic. You know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about Walk the Wolves. That's a message rap. You know what I'm saying? And then we did Found a Fraud. That was a song for the streets, a song of exposure. And then I dropped the Camera remix last year. That's a song for the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us about that, man.
And then after the Camera remix, I dropped Lesson A. Lesson A is just bars. That's for the MCs, you know what I'm saying? So I done named you know what I'm saying, all these different freaking subgenres of hip-hop. And then I also dropped a song with my boy, shout out to Ross Ceylon, shout out to Dawit Justice, shout out to Last Man. I also did a song, like a political song, you know what I'm saying, a conscious rap song, you know what I'm saying? So I'm bouncing around from topic to topic. That's how I keep my longevity. That's how I keep my pen sharp over the years, you know what I'm saying? To get back to that question, you know what I'm saying? So bouncing around from topic to topic, time and time again, and then I'll go back to the ladies. Like I'll leave the ladies and then, you know what I'm saying, 3-4 songs later, I'll go back to the lady song. I'll do 3-4 songs and then I'll go back to the freaking MCs. I'll drop a song that's just freaking pure bars. Next thing you know, I'm doing a reggae song. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be dope.
Next
I
thing
can't
you
wait.
know, I'm going back into the message rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something for the kids or something like that. Next thing you know, I'm doing a political song where I'm chanting down, the freaking system or something like that. I like to tell people something like, I like to spread it around.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I like to spread it around as far as the topics are concerned. I was about to drop a lyric, man. I got so many damn lyrics. Sometimes it slipped my damn mind. You know what I'm saying? But
I was gonna no man, it's because you got so much.
this is what I was gonna say. This environment has got them retiring young. Young and you've been stuck behind the barrel, you fire and run. That done got you working for the people that came here and colonized. You didn't even know you was hired and qualified. My guy, you should stick with your mother's tribe and seek loyalty whenever you look in your brother's eyes. Buxaburn until the brainwash be gone. Until the revolution is born. Y'all come on. Hey, you gotta save your bullets for the revolution. My word, save your bullets for the revolution. Yes, sir. Save your bullets for the revolution. Occurs. Save your bullets for the revolution. You heard.
Buxaburn.
You know what I'm saying?
Buxaburn. I'm
Yeah.
saying, man. I'm looking at the while we're speaking.
So you know what I'm saying? I'll drop something like that, and then I'll come back with she must have fell off a tree in Apple Valley, or she was something to see in Southern Cali. They seen her body and stole it away from Daddy, like painting over the graffiti in the alley. Maybe the Virgin Mary Madonna. Okay, not Mary, but maybe her maid of honor. Baby girl with her hair up in a bun, stunning like she glaring in the sun. Yo, girl, where you from? And when all of the questioning was done, 9 of them out of the 10 made her the one. Psh, imagine later to come, she disappeared in front of my nose under the gun. I thought that we would be forever, but the climax never came together. So when it gets to this part, I'm always like, whatever. The hook never made it any better. Where'd she go? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just bouncing around from topic to topic on them, man. And that's how I keep my pen sharp, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Because I can't get stuck. I'm the type of guy, if I get stuck on one topic, I would probably lose my freaking interest in this rap
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I would lose my interest loud. Now, I know there's guys who can do a freaking 20-year career and basically be talking about the same exact
thing.
shit
Yeah.
20 years later. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that, you know.
Nah, that makes you the Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
And you have your own Cherokee Bucks.
Cherokee Bucks
Cherokee
Knife Company.
Bucks.
Yeah. Keep a knife
How's
on.
How's that going for you right
It's
there?
going good, man. It's going good. You know, I got a real affinity when it comes to knife. I got a real love for knives. You know what I'm saying? And then again, this goes back to my family. Like the things that I love go back to the roots of my grandparents and, you know what I'm saying, my people. You know, my grandfather was a butcher. You know what I'm saying? So he worked with knives. And my grandfather also worked with the mafia. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather was a very light-skinned man, very past white, you know what I'm saying? Cherokee Indian. He was a Melungeon. Man, he passed white. He worked with the Kentucky Mafia. Like, I'm talking back in the 50s now, the 50s and the 60s, you know what I'm saying? But then they tried to extort my grandfather, and he wasn't going for that shit. So they basically cut off his 4 fingers. He was left with a thumb on his hand, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna mention the guy's name, but the guy who was head of that mafia, he had a major accident not too long after that. He fell out of a hospital window. The guy who told his men to cut off my grandfather's hand, he wound up having a major accident maybe a couple months later. He was sick and he somehow fell out of a hospital window. You see what I'm saying?
I see.
And then my great-grandmother, God rest her soul, she was stabbed to death 28 times. You see what I'm saying? She was stabbed to death 28 times. The guy painted the room with her blood. You know what I'm saying? So
and was this over there?
This is back in Tennessee, Kentucky, you know what I'm saying? These areas of the world, you know what I'm saying? So those are 2 different freaking incidents with knives. Like I said, my grandfather was a butcher. He can chop up a cow with a freaking Swiss Army. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he also got his fingers chopped off. And then my great-grandmother, on my mother's side, she was stabbed to death 28 times. Back in the day, there was a guy who raped my grandmother, and she came back and stabbed him in a place down near his crotch. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't trying to kill him, but he wound up bleeding out.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? There's a vein, there's a freaking artery down there in your crotch.
Yeah.
And she got that part. So she got off for self-defense. But like all these things in my life, in my grandparents' life, come from knives. Like I was telling you about how on my father's side, that's where the music comes from. On my mother's side, now I'm talking on my mother's side, all this knife stuff that I'm talking. It's my mother's side. This is why, you know, I just grew up having an affinity, having a love with knives. You know what I'm saying? It's in my family.
Some Japanese ones. You collect them everywhere.
You have a katana, samurai sword?
Yeah, I have a yes, I do have a katana. Matter of fact,
I
do have a katana. I have a katana.
You posting that thing.
I got a Tonto. You know what I'm saying? I'm Cherokee Bucks of the Bowie, man. Y'all check out Cherokee Bucks
Santa
Knife
Ana's
Company.
Knife Man.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we're on. Yeah, man. I'm Santa Ana's Knife Man. Bucks with a big back. Bucks with a big black Bowie at the mic stand. That's a wolf and a coyote with a tight back.
I remember he was dropping some knowledge on the Bowie knife.
Yeah, man. I got a whole little series that I'm going to repost pretty soon about the American Bowie knife.
Let's go.
Well, he also mentioned about the Glock knife.
Oh, yeah.
He mentioned about, you know, how Glocks, you know, how they're known for their straps. Mm-hmm. He also showing about the Glock knife, too. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, man. Glocks, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people have Glocks, you know what I'm saying? Especially that was a big gun as far as hip hop is concerned, you know what I'm saying? A lot of gangster rappers always talking about Glocks, and then the cops carry Glocks. But like a lot of people don't know, Glock made knives before they made guns. And their knives are carried by the armies all around the world, different armies, they carry Glock
and
knives.
they're reasonably priced, right?
Oh, yeah, it's a cheap knife, but it's a great knife, man. It's a great knife. It's probably $25, $35 for a Glock knife, but it's a great knife. It's one of my favorite knives. It's actually a bayonet. It goes on the end of a assault rifle.
Military still rocking that?
Oh yeah,
they're still rocking. Oh wow,
they're still rocking Glock knives, bro. All
no,
around.
but like to connect it with
bayonets.
Bayonet. You know, like old school, like you know, Civil War style. You know.
Yeah, like, except they're a little bit smaller.
Hand-to-hand
combat. A
little
bit smaller. You know? Yeah.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Yeah, man. I could go on. I could sit here on and on. We could do a whole nother show about knives.
Yeah. But we wanna give you your light and your
I
props.
appreciate that, man. Y'all check me out at Cherokee Bucks Knife Company on Instagram, man. I got some. You know what I'm saying? That's where you go to get an edge. I just put it like that. Cherokee Bucks Knife Company, where you go to get an edge.
I know, man. Yeah. And then live performances. Talk to me about it, man.
Now that's
what
my
do we got?
part.
We got something coming up for Black History Month.
Yeah, man. Next week, matter of fact, I want to invite everybody next Saturday. I'll be at the Black History Parade performing. Shout out to BH the Great, and shout out to BH the Great's mother, Miss Helen M. Shipp.
Miss Helen
M. Shipp. She's the founder of the Black History Parade, man, since way back in the day when we used to march hard down Santa Ana Boulevard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? This is a lady that used to invite me to go perform ever since I was a little boy. I remember I was the opening act for freaking LA Dream Team. I don't know if a lot of people remember.
The Dream Team is in the house.
Oh, yes. We're here.
Yeah.
The Dream Team is here, you know what I'm saying? So, yes. The LA Dream Team is in the house, you know what I'm saying? So, this is back like in the late 80s, early 90s, you know what I'm saying? She had me going up there performing at the Black History Parade, man. So shout out to the late, great Miss Helen M. Shipp. Matter of fact, she just got a street named after her in Santa Ana.
I saw that.
Helen M. Shipp, yeah, that's a great thing, man. And she deserves that, man. True California culture, the founder of True California Culture. So it's definitely going to be an honor to perform at the Black History Parade at the Anaheim Promenade. Going down this Saturday, February 4th. There'll be live performances from 12 to 5, again, at the Anaheim Promenade. Black History Parade, February 4th, this Saturday. Yeah, man, come on. I'll be up there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all show up. If you want to see me get down, make sure you show up about 1 o'clock. You know
what do you got planned for them? 1 o'clock? Buxaburn hitting the stage. What do you got
around
planned?
1 o'clock. You want to see me get down? Yeah, man. I got a quick show. You know what I'm saying? I think I got about a 10-minute set. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna run through some songs. I'm gonna do Found a Fraud. You know what I'm saying? Fever, matches. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hit y'all with a. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit y'all with a few joints, man. You know what I'm saying? But live performances, bro. Like, I've always had that in me, you know what I'm saying? To the point where I've been in, like, I've had my own band. I've had the Buxaburn bands, but I've also been in 2 rock and roll bands. You know what I'm saying? I'm like rock and roll, but I'm like the rapper in them. I'm like the lead rapper in the rock and roll bands. And I've done a lot of rock and roll shows, over 150 shows with rock and roll bands.
That's crazy.
You know what
And
I'm saying?
are they like, were they covers? Were they a mixture
No,
of
no, no.
of your
This is
own
all
music?
original music, but it's actually rock and roll, hip hop, a little bit of reggae. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fusion band. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I just tell
it's
people
music.
we play rock and roll, but it's actually a fusion band. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop,
what's up.
reggae, and but yeah, man. I like to get up there with all this. I like to get up there with all this type of energy that I got, and
We had you
do shows,
2019
man. Yeah.
Sunday School Show Live. That was our first live show that we had at GCS.
Yeah.
And I know we had a conversation about, and we had you come out in one of the first performances, and I wanted you to set the tone.
Right. I think I was the opening act.
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
It set the tone.
Yeah.
We have the footage.
Yeah.
I have footage of other people like, oh shit. Like,
Matter of fact, I'm about to use some of that footage to promote the show for this Saturday.
I'm
about
telling
to use
you,
some
man,
of that, yeah.
Buxa. Like
Yeah.
you did that. Like you set it up, and our boy Hector, he asked us like, hey, when can we get together to plan another live show?
Yeah.
And it was highly attributed to your actions, to your performance. You know what I mean?
That's what's
So
up.
shouts out to GCS. They're always
Yeah.
giving back to the community.
Yeah, man. Shout out to GCS Santa Ana, man. Dope clothing store, man. They always support my music. They let me go up there and put any kind of flyers or cards that are promote my videos. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to GCS.
Shouts out to
cameraman.
Hector, man.
The
But
camera.
we go out there, support him. He prefers cash.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
That's
know,
right.
he's a good guy.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? But I want to touch one more thing. I want to tell the youth, though, when it comes to these shows, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta, like, it ain't about just being in the studio and recording. Like, I know a lot of kids nowadays, they'll record their song, and when they go do a show, they'll go and rap over the vocal now because it just don't matter no more. You know what I'm saying? They just go and play the song and they get up there and they go through the motions. Well, back in my day, you had to actually get up there and rap and perform your vocal. You know what I'm saying? You had to let people know that you could do this live.
Why do you
I
do
get
that,
the
though?
ad libs. I mean, I get the ad libs.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
To get a little breath here and
Play
there
the ad
between.
libs. Oh yeah, definitely have the
I know
ad libs.
Sugar
You
Free
need some
does that.
Space to rest.
He
Yeah,
Sugar Free
yeah.
does that a lot.
When you just go up there and just play your song,
Yeah.
and you're not even having the mic at your mouth for freaking half the time, and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
That's funny.
I don't know, man. Show business, like the show aspect of it, is why people who were one-hit wonders. This is why they're still making money 50 years later because they still get to travel around the world and do the show. You know what I'm saying? They might have been a one-hit wonder, but they might have a great show. Like there are some people who might have had 2, 3, 4 hits, but when you see them live, they ain't that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you might see a person who just had one hit, but he's real dope live. He's a live performer. You know what I'm saying? And like this is when people will be calling you for the rest of your life. These show promoters will be calling you for the rest of your life when they find out that you're a person who really is down and like you're a dope freaking live performer. When they know that you're a live performer, that can take you even further than your actual recording. Because I tell you the truth, that recording is only going to last for so long. It's going to last for about a year or two. You know what I'm saying? And this is depending on who you are. You know what I'm saying? It might last for a couple months. Or it might last for 2 years. But then after that, your cash that you're going to keep making from that one particular song is going to be on the road. It's going to be on the show. Like that's where all the
Game.
Like that's where all the people from freaking back in the day,
Getting
I'm
some free
saying
game.
Diana Ross, all these people, they're still alive. They're still making money. They're still on tour. You know what I'm saying? You can name a rapper from the 90s, you know what I'm saying, who you don't freaking hear about right now. He's still out there on tour making like you like
Snow
like we just-
Informer.
Yeah. Informer. Yeah. He's still touring the world. He's still touring the world. Matter of fact, he just had a song with Daddy Yankee, though. But you know what I'm saying? I like the rap group Black Sheep. Where's the Black Sheep? Engine number 9, doing the New York Transit line.
If
That
my
cat, you know
train
what I'm saying,
falls off the
Drez, he's
track,
still touring the
pick
world.
it up, pick it up, pick it
He's
up.
still touring the world, you know what I'm saying? You don't hear his song on the radio. He's not making a whole lot of radio money anymore.
Yeah,
but
we
he's
we
still,
played in the mix.
Hey, a lot of
we-
cats are here in Europe, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of '90s artists are hitting Europe, and they're receiving them with open arms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I just want to basically plead to the youngsters, man. Y'all have a dope show because that's a big part of this music thing. Back in the day, in the 50s and 60s, you wouldn't have even got looked at without a goddamn dope ass show. You had to be able to go in the studio and do a one take Jake with the whole band.
Damn.
The whole band at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're the vocalist and the band played a freaking perfect take and you fucked up, my bad, I don't know if I can cuss here.
you're good,
Yeah,
you're
you
good.
can.
And you done fucked up on the vocal, you done basically wasted that whole freaking perfect take. You know what I'm saying? Right then and there. So you had to be on point.
We are the world.
You have to be on point, man. You got to be on point. You got to be able to do the song live. And, you know.
You got to see
because
Bob
that's
Dylan there.
like, for me, that's the true definition of an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you can get up on stage and do. Now, I know there's a lot of cats who can sit down and they might be able to outright me. You know what I'm saying? Like their actual lyric for lyric, bar for bar, when you freaking study bar for bar, I can get got. You know what I'm saying? But as far as when we get up on stage and it's
A
time
whole
for me to
different story,
talk
yeah.
with body language and it's time for me to perform and move around and I'm going to come up there dressing in my threads and I'm going
Say
to have
it,
my
Buxer.
confidence.
Say it.
It's going to be a whole different thing
It's a
because
wrap.
on stage, that bar for bar, it still matters, but it don't matter as much when it's time to entertain a crowd. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Now, we can be in a cipher. That's when the bar for bar is going to matter when you're talking to MCs. In a cipher, that's bar for bar. But when you're entertaining a crowd, women, children, people of all races, you have to be an entertainer. So y'all make sure your show is dope, man, if you want to keep on going for generation through generation with this
Buxaburn.
music business, man.
That's right. That's right. February 4th.
February 4th, man, Black History Parade.
It's going down. You gonna be performing like around 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Y'all be there around 1 o'clock, 1:15. I'll be up there doing my thing.
Real quick, from today to February 4th, what is Buxaburn listening to? What are you jamming to? You're getting ready. You got a show coming up.
Right.
You know, Black History Month. What is Buxaburn? Is it you're listening to Buxaburn, you're getting ready for your set, or
I'm
what
getting
is
ready
listening?
for my
And
set.
which artist?
I'm getting ready for my set. I do prepare for my set. I take it serious, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to get up there and fumble through my lyrics. I'm not going to forget my lyrics. It's going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a walk in the park, you know what I'm saying, as far as that goes. But I'm listening to, you know what I'm saying, I'm listening to all kind of things until then, you know what I'm saying? I might be listening to some old school Young Jeezy. You know what I'm saying?
I put on.
Yeah, exactly. I put on for my city. I put on for my set.
I put
on for my
on.
people. Buxaburn from Hoodlum West.
Let's
I
go.
put on. Yeah. So, you know, I might be listening to some reggae artists, you know what I'm saying? Super Cat, the original Don Dada Super Cat. You know.
Yeah. Any new artists that you're like, okay, this kid, he's coming with it.
Yo, I want to give a big shout out to all the young kids, all the new artists out there, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't found one that I really listen to. I'll be honest with you. I got to be honest, you know what I'm saying? I haven't found one. You know, maybe I'm stuck in my ways, but I know there's some good music out there. You know what I'm saying? I know there's some good music out there, and I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to tell y'all, keep on doing your thing. I feel y'all. I respect y'all. And I would like to see the respect be paid back a little bit more from the young kids. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? You guys don't want to throw poison on the root. You know what I'm saying? When you throw poison on the root, you're going to kill the tree. And there ain't going to be no you, and there ain't going to be no me. You know what I'm saying? You want to grow the leaves. You want to bear fruit. And keep on letting people salute what it is you do. And let that be an attribute for you and your crew. Buxaburn, Mississippi, blood clot name again. Hoodlum, where me come from? The old Santa Ana, though. I am the original.
Original with the style, man. We was right there, man. Same bandana. We have a video put together.
Yeah.
That me and you did, and we were right there at El Torito. We went to Cookies. Did we end up?
Remember it burned down, remember freaking El Torito burned
a week
down,
later.
The week later, yeah.
Or 2 weeks later. No, it was a few days later.
It was a few days later, man, and that's like that freaking building been
We're
up there.
lighting incense, but we didn't light it over there.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a trip, huh?
You talking about El Torito or El Toro?
Yeah, El Toro, I'm sorry.
El Toro.
El Toro.
El Toro, yeah.
Yeah.
Burned down, man, right after that, man.
Right after. I got the footage. Yeah.
One of the last days of that building, been up there for years. That's a Santa Ana, that's a Santa Ana.
I was just like, wow. I was tripping out, but I put you on Cookies.
Oh, yeah, you put me on Cookies, man.
You've been going,
I've been back a few times
You've been back a few times.
Yeah,
you scared me, dog.
Yeah.
And Buxa, you scared me, man. I was like, hey, yo, Buxa, you good? And he was all like, man, I was like, I couldn't get, what was it that you told? I forgot what you told me. Like, I just did it. And I was like, it was like a 14-hour span. I was like, Buxa, where you at?
Yeah.
Man. It was like, well, not 14 hours, but you know what I mean? I was like, hey.
Bro, I was faded, bro. Like, that was the first time because I stopped smoking weed after 25, 30 years back in 2021,
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I stopped smoking weed after like 28 years, 29 years. So when I ate that cookie...
Oh, yeah, edible, bro.
The thing about the freaking edibles, bro, like, you can't control it. Like, you don't know how it's going to do you.
And you was just looking cookie through cookie, and you were like, I like this one. And then it was like, I was like, Buxa.
Bro, I hope it was high in the sky.
Bucks away. So you've gone back a couple times.
Yeah, I've gone back a few times.
Hospitality was still good. They treated us nice.
Oh yeah.
They was nice
They're
to
cool
us.
people. It's a cool spot, man. I like the cookies. You know what I'm saying?
Man. They showed out for us. They treated us like
that's what's up, man.
They showed love.
Matter of fact, I might go get some for the show on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I might get a cookie. So if you see
the
me
mood right.
My eyes are tended wise. Y'all know what's up.
Y'all know what's up. So, who else is gonna be performing on February 4th?
You know what? I'm not really for sure. Like I looked at the lineup, I didn't really recognize any of the other artists. There's gonna be all kinds of different music. It's not just like a rap thing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of different stuff gonna be up there. So
yeah, we ain't check it out.
Yeah.
So we were talking about The Good Life, 92, 93. Fat Joe did say some things. He did say, "Where are they now?
Right.
Where are they? Where are they?
Right.
Where's their teeth?" Remember, he was saying, "Put their money where their mouth is."
Yeah. I didn't care for that comment. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fat Joe.
Shout out to Fat Joe. I bump it. Lean back. I bump his song.
Hey, he's rocking those Balenciagas. What are those?
All the way up.
All the way up. Hey.
So, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where are they now? I mean, you know what I'm saying? We still here.
Yeah.
I was right there, and because hip hop is about the moment, bro. It ain't about where are they now. It's about what happened. People were telling the story that day.
Mm-hmm.
And on that day, at that place and time, homie, you got booed right then and there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know what I'm saying? You went on to be the great Fat Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else went on to have their own life in this hip hop
and other
culture. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you in your life, but I went on to have mine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm Buxaburn, I'm me, man. My stuff will be here too. You know what I'm saying? So it's on a different it's on a different level. I know there's freaking levels to this, but it's still hip hop. And like the last time I checked, especially back then in 1994 when that happened, it wasn't about the fame and the fortune. It was about the skills. You see what I'm saying? It was about the moment, not the media.
I think he would go crazy if he heard Rebels Delight.
Yeah.
What you did with Rebels Delight, if Fat Joe heard Rebels Delight, he would have been like, this is fucking dope.
Yeah. That's a hard jam. That's a hard jam.
You know? Yeah. And it would change his perspective. I think he was just he was deflecting. Mm-hmm. Like, what could I throw out there that's gonna make me look better. Like, all right, well, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, I've gotten in fights and I've got fucking knocked out.
Right.
You know, well, I'm not gonna say, well, how much money does he make this year? Look
Yeah.
at me, I'm a
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, well, I
it
got my
don't matter
ass
how
beat.
much money you got knocked out at that day and time. You got knocked out at that day and time. You got booed. It don't mean nothing, bro. Like I know he probably felt some kind of way.
You
but
could tell. I seen his.
He's
I
too
seen
big
his
for that,
video.
though. He's Fat Joe.
I think he still holds a grudge to this day, bro.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I was all like, I was looking at him. I was like, "You're too big for that," you know.
Yeah.
And I've got my butt handed to me, and I'm so cool with the person that I got in a fight with.
Right.
And I told him, "Dude, you got me."
Yeah.
And you know, he's all like, "Oh, you know, we squabbled it up." I'm like, "He got me." He was like, "I took the L."
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw Fat Joe, and I was all like, "Damn, he's holding something.
Yeah.
He's holding something." I'm like, musically, he's gotten better. To me, there's some songs that Fat Joe from his Dark Side album that I was like, oh, this is fucking dope. This is
Right.
dope. And Fat Joe, I'm all like, I think he's more lyrical now
Yeah.
with his punchlines. He switched to Southpaw and the little tidbits of bars,
Right.
but he was still bitter to this day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how old is that interview that I saw, but he's talking about 92.
I think that was kind of new, bro. I think that was kind of new. I seen it. They just put it up like 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying?
That's
few days
crazy.
ago.
Hey, did you?
And
talk
you were
to-
there.
Did you talk?
I was there. I was the next. Like I was standing next to Fat Joe. We were both waiting to go on. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
you
He was
talk to
right
him
here.
during that time?
No. He was with his crew. He had his little
Your
entourage.
little entourage?
You know what I'm saying? New York cats. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So I didn't really
man.
talk to him, but I went on right after him.
So what was the outcome of what was afterwards?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Like it didn't help his cause. Cause I went up there and kicked probably the illest, the hottest freestyle, live freestyle on stage. I went up there and blew up the motherfucking spot.
Yeah.
And the motherfucking crowd was like,
Can I tell Fat
you know
Joe
what I'm
that you're
saying?
here?
So
Can
it
I
was
tell
like,
Fat Joe
damn,
that
it
you're
went
here?
from him getting booed to the next cat getting freaking bigged up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but like, you know, that was my little time. That was my little story. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the career that he went on to have. You know what I'm saying? But I could say
Big ups to him, though.
that night,
Yeah.
the stuff that night, that's what happened with him. And that night, I kicked the illest freestyle of my life live on stage. And you know what I'm saying? And that shit blew up. But,
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Fat Joe, though, man. He's a legend in this game.
I know.
Oh yeah, he is. You know,
Straight
him
up.
in the
Some
big
essays
pun
from
era.
Turtle Island said it.
Yeah, right.
You know, Buxaburn's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucks with a lot of Kool and Dre, and I like their beats and a lot of
back
it.
in the day, yeah. I don't really hear nothing from them anymore, but back in the day, I used to hear Kool and Dre. I don't know.
Yeah. I think they still got some
They
stuff.
still doing it.
Dope. Shouts out to Kool and Dre.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, live shows, Buxaburn, February 4th, Anaheim, the Promenade.
Promenade.
Promenade,
Anaheim
I'm sorry, the Promenade.
Anaheim Promenade.
Yeah. I was like,
February-
Promenade.
February 4th, Saturday.
Yeah,
Next
between
Saturday.
1 and 5. Actually,
Yeah.
it's going to be 12 to 5.
Actually, 12 to 5, but if you want to see me, make sure you get there about 1:15.
Yeah, I got to figure out the parking situation over there. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure they're
the
gonna have
parking
it.
is kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? That's why you want to get there to be at the stage at 1:15. You probably want to be there about 12:45 because you're gonna have to find a place to park, and then walk. You might have to walk a half a
Walk the
mile.
wolves.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Take some cash over there. Support your vendors. That's one thing that I do love. And shouts out to your sweater. You always support local communities, and there's always, I think there's artistic thing about it that you support somebody's vision because you create a vision,
Right.
and you know what it takes. We were talking about off air TikTok. Somebody might go viral for shooting some, filming some eggs at Costco. But then we're over here working 2-3 months on a song, getting a video and uploading it, and then on TikTok it gets crickets.
Exactly. I love supporting the local venues, you know, like GCS and stuff.
Shouts
or
out
I was just
GCS.
at my guy, Ayad. He has a Dickie
Ayad.
store. He has a Dickie store right in my hood. You know what I'm saying? So I was just over there like a week or two ago, and I made up a whole little Dickie video about the history of Dickie pants and Dickie shirts and how this is a West Coast uniform and how we used to rock this back in the day. And as long as you had on
I got a Dickies on right
Dickies
now.
shirt, Dickies pants, and maybe some Nike Air Max or some Chuck tees, you was good to go out here on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So, but like what I do is, I'll tell you what I do. Like I go in there and I talk to them like, yo, man, I'm going to make a video about your store. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Can I get that hat after I'm done? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to post this. I'm going to be promoting your store. This is free.
Free publicity.
This is free promo for you. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I get a hat out of it, or I just, you know what I'm saying? I get to start a relationship with the local vendor, you know what I'm saying? The local shop owner. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Show that love and show that love back. I haven't seen it released. Is it released yet, the Dickies one, or did I miss it already?
Yeah. It's up on my Instagram.
I gotta check it. Up on my Instagram. Send it to me for I could repost it, and then I could visit the homeboy, because I know I get some dick. This one ripped. I actually
right by Superior.
On 17
store. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to check it out, dude. I was at a video shoot and I hung this one. And
he gave me a Santa Ana hat, you know what I'm saying? Bomb-ass Santa Ana hat, you know what I'm saying?
The one that has an SA, or?
It has, it's like a green hat, you know what I'm saying? Santa Ana, got the 5-star general right here, you know what I'm saying? 5 stars, you know what I'm saying? Orange County with the freaking orange tree in the back, you know
Let's go.
It's tight, yeah.
Yeah, no, man, but definitely, we want to thank you for coming through, man. I know time flew.
Yeah, time flew, man. I know I get to talking, you know what I'm saying? How about
the Rebels Delight himself.
How about I finish off, you know what I'm saying? I want to give the people one last
let's do it.
Freestyle before I go, because you know what I'm saying? I'm an MC. I came to support, you know what I'm saying? Once again, shout out to Cookster. Shout out to my man. Still authentic. Happy birthday.
Appreciate
shout out to
it.
Hoodlum West. Shout out to Blue Water. Shout out to Fat Dog. Shout out to Santa Ana City. And let me tell y'all something. It's the Golden Era Data. Kid, I'm part of the alma mater, the flowing agua, who control the Spanish Armada. Forgive me, Fada, for I'm spilling the holy water. I kid you nada, like the kid hitting the pinata. We open lava, you provoking the cloak and dagger. You lost your swagger, your whole little bit and what have you. Get any better, you'll be climbing up Jacob's ladder. Pardon my grammar, I'm just showing the panorama. All Americana, man, I'm rooted in Alabama. Cincinnati kid, kitty ran it in Santa Ana. With a piano, like I'm playing Copacabana. My chica from Havana, named Flirty Dirty Diana. With baking soda, yo, we flooded the ghetto over. Just so to show you that I'm colder than Minnesota and North Dakota. Holy rollers rolling the doja. Nigga, my style is older than an episode of Rhoda. Like King Cobra, like a Ming Dynasty soldier. Like Sammy Sosa, when he was looking like he's supposed to. I hit the Homer, hard as the Chronic hit the Stoner. We hit the corner and caught a fire in California. Woo! Once again, Buxaburn me say me name. Hoodlum West me come from. The
Let's
old
go.
Santa Ana, though. We are the original.
February 4th. Come on. Sunday School Show.
Sir.
We'll see you guys next week with that one. Peace.
Boom.